Hello! I forgot to do an intro for this video, but good news, I also forgot something else, so we're gonna do that for an intro. Over here, far away from anything you're gonna see this video, I got my dog and my sniffer, who I said last video I would name after some comments left on the video. I completely forgot to do that. So, first off, Fives suggested the name The Start of a Great Journey, which is, a little bit of a long name, so I think I'm just going to call it Journey, and I think that's a good name for the dog, because A was there at the start, and B, I think Journey fits. So it's going to be your name. And then there was Raven who suggested Giggling. I'm paraphrasing. Raven said a couple more words, but I'm suggesting Giggling. And Ginny also said a lot more words, but suggested Valheim. Both great names, but I think this guy not really seemed like a giggler to me. I think we'll leave Giggling for our happy guest, and we'll call this guy Valheim. Unfortunately, I still only have 2 name tags, so we'll go with that. What did I say? Valheim. There we go. So we have, if we count a happy guest as well, we have names for 3 of our animals, but we still have a cat, a creaking, and a horse left. So if you got any names for those, I'm all ears. I'm terrible with names, so I'm not gonna... Wait, that tree is kind of weird. And something behind me there? I'm gonna investigate, but that's gonna be for next video, because honestly this video is already way too full, so we'll have to find out. We had a little bit of an upgrade since last episode. I now have a diamond chestplate, very nice, and 2 diamond pickaxes instead of 1. And a diamond shovel, that's okay. The new gear we'll get to in a moment. The full inventory we'll also get to in a moment. First, we are over here in this village. A little bit off from where we based, and I wasn't planning to do much with villagers this season, but back to the upgraded gear. We got a lot of this stuff by trading with Emmy's villagers, so I wanted to give something back to her. And I feel like this village, if we look around, well, this guy is doing something. He's desperately trying, but this village looks like it's dying. It's not much is happening. There's 2 abandoned houses. I think that house is abandoned as well. I feel like these villagers might do much better at the village that Emmy is building right now. And we saw that Emmy is genuinely right now treating her villagers better than she's treating herself, so we don't need to worry about how the villagers will be treated over there. My plan is to go over to Emmy's base, all the way back, show her some of these, and take a happy guest over here, take all these villagers to her base, and watch these people thrive in a new environment. Sounds like a plan? I think it's a plan. Well, that idiot is running around between different bases and looking for his happy guest. I wanted to talk to you about my full inventory. For those who've seen last episode, you probably understand what's happening. The diamond game is officially a go. Happy, Raven, and also Emmy are all out of the game, and they now have a lot of incentive to get diamonds in our inventories. So that's a little bit scary, given that the idiot running back and forth right now is going specifically to Emmy. But it does also mean that it is time for an exit strategy. So here is mine. I am gonna do 6 days of mining. With that, I hope to up my time a little bit. And then at day 7, I'm gonna get myself out and take a diamond. And that will be the end of it. Well, that was rude for no reason. But we are back at our base and we can grab our happy guest. Let's do it like that. so he doesn't fly away too far. And can I do... Oh, no, I have it. Wait, let's get you over here. I do this, then okay, it loses that one, not the... Okay, there we go. Now let's head off to Emmy on a incredibly slow pace and hope that someone sleeps. Hello? Anyone here today? Oh, I do see someone.
Hello?
Hello there.
What is this fascinating creature?
This is, I believe they call the happy guest. You can get them in the nether, but they're great.
You are adorable, my friend. Also, hello, friend.
Hello! I believe we're neighbors.
Neighbours, are you the person I've seen wandering around this area?
It could very well have been. I've been trading with your friends over here in this this nice house.
Oh, yes. My wonderful friends, they were just telling me that there's a village in need.
Yeah, so that's interesting because they told me the same thing. And, well, this guy, given his flight, I checked it out. And it does seem like this village over there isn't looking too good. So thinking, since you're building, I think it's like a town over here?
Yes. And
maybe they
for help I can get.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought if we can go over there, grab those villagers. I have here. You can.
Boats.
I think we can at least carry 4 of them, and otherwise we'll have to make 2 trips to get the rest. But we can just hop over there and bring them here.
Sounds like a plan. I'm assuming you have some way to attach these boats to your friend here.
Oh, yes, but we'll wait with that until we're actually there, I think.
Okay. You got seat for one more up there?
I think I got seats for 3 more, technically.
Right. Let me just...
There we go. All right, be ready for the slowest ride of your life. So I'm mining right now, and I'm finding like a lot of areas like this. And last episode, I called this like the island of funky generation, and it holds up true underground as well. This like genuinely spawned like this, and some are similar. I'm not sure if I can find it, but here underground somewhere. Yeah, over this. So okay, so I dug this little bit down here, and I put the torches down. But this whole thing, this whole like what's it called, mineshaft was here, and this area has not been looted yet or anything. Like all the stuff is here. I found like a bunch of diamonds or a bunch of stuff everywhere here. I don't think that's someone who mined here. It's just like all generation everywhere. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's underground as well, not just upstairs. Speaking of funky generation, look at this spider spawner here, just at the surface basically, just in this little hole. I cleaned it up a little bit and made a very, very bad farm out of it for now. Well, no, hello. I'll improve it a little bit over time, but I'm not sure how much use I'll make of it. Maybe right behind this hill over here.
I hope the villagers are alright. It
Yeah.
sound very good from the guys back home.
No, it's... From what I understood, it was mostly... Well, the last time I was here at least, it was mostly just kind of like economic troubles and stuff. It didn't seem like disaster happened or anything. Looks... Yeah, well, actually, what? That looks like fire over there.
Yeah, there's a bit of fire.
And some creeper holes that mobs spawn inside or something.
Was there a mob attack?
I think,
Villagers?
I guess so. I imagine it must have been like a creeper or something, right? The fire? Like, do charged creepers create fire? I actually don't know that.
Do creepers cause fire?
I think the charged one maybe. Okay, let's park the happy guys here. They are not very useful in a fight.
Yeah, I've got my crossbow. Just
okay.
in case. Stay here, happy gas.
I'll grab my shield. And my bow as well.
Hopefully these guys are alright. This house looks fine.
Yeah, yeah, that should be good, right? Oh, that's a lot of fire, though.
Yes.
Well,
Actually doesn't look good.
I see what happened to their protection. Like in a hole over here.
You know, what are you doing down there, buddy?
These holes weren't here the last time I was here. I don't think so.
I've not been here before.
Oh, there's at least one survivor. What happened here? This does not look like just general Minecraft mobs raids or whatever. There is sometimes like the zombie raid things, but this
This does not look good.
this is different.
Yeah, it's not like any mob attack I've seen.
Be free, sheep.
And it can't be a wither, could it? Because withers don't leave behind fire.
Yeah, we would have heard a noise. Oh, there's a lot of survivors here.
Survivors.
They fled over here, I think. Yeah.
This looks like they tried to get out of the fire.
Yeah, and I think also because this is all kind of like floating on the water here, that might be safer. Because look at these houses here. They just like collapsed into the ground or something.
Marketplace too. Wow, one of the stores has collapsed.
Yeah.
There's fire.
Okay, how many villages? Because we can move 4 of them away from here.
I've got the boat, so that's 2 per boat.
Okay, if we do it over there, then I'll bring the happy guests over there, because I don't want it too close to fire. And actually, they're also not great with water either, so give me a moment to get them.
I'll bring the barrel and get the villagers into the boats.
Yes. Wow, from up top here, it looks like really, really bad, actually.
It does look pretty bad from down here too. I've got the boats filled.
Yeah, and then we can attach you. Oh no, wait. We do you to you. And then we do you to you. Now this should work, and it's a very easy float over. So.
I'll get to work in building them a new shelter, and hopefully they'll enjoy their new home here.
I'm sure they will.
I would maybe go after your ghast before it flies away.
Oh, and I'll stay in a similar area as where it left. Won't go too far.
Looks like he's trying to get away.
No. It'll come back. Yeah, I'll be popping in every now and again, see how they're doing.
Okie doke.
And see how you're doing as well. This is a funny little town.
Yeah.
I'm curious what's gonna happen here.
I have big plans. Big plans.
Nice. And if you ever need any like magical potions or anything like that, my base is roughly in that direction. I don't know if you know where Fish Island is.
I have passed over Fish Island.
Well, I've built a little base on Fish Island, so I'm sure you'll be able to find it there. Oh, you can just look out for that guy. He's quite big and he flies above the trees, so I'm sure you'll be able to find him.
That is a very good beacon.
Exactly. Then
I'll let you head back to what you need to do.
yes.
I'll gather up what I need for a shelter.
Bye.
Bye, friend.
Tiny update time. Well, pretty major update time. I died. And when I tried to respawn, my bed was gone. And then when I came up running here, there was a happy stunt hiding not very well, but like right around there, I think somewhere around there, waiting for me to arrive. So he chased me for a little bit. I assume he was trying to join me. He left a little farewell present in here, which is one thing. That was stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But then, because Happy was here, the chunks that had my stuff in them were still loaded. And because of all the stuff, it took more than 5 minutes for me to get there. Which is unfortunate, to say the least. I'm also now very paranoid that Happy left more traps around here, so good job on that, Happy. So yeah, the easy answer now is to just get myself out of the game. Because we're at day 3 still. I was mining a little bit, so we have some stuff. Don't have nothing. And honestly, I can still mine if I'm still in the game. That's not a point. But on the other hand, I can also spend a whole bunch of time gathering my gear back up and then going mining again. Increasing my playtime, making the game more worthwhile. And, you know, we've survived this encounter now. So I'm honestly not sure what I want to do. I think I'll leave that decision for tomorrow. And I'm just gonna hop off for now. It is now the next day. And yesterday when I left off, I made sure to leave Happy a taunting message in Discord, as well as he's still on the server. So I'm going to assume that this place is rigged. But no, doesn't look like he took the opportunity. I mean, this is kind of the thing with this game. You really need to get someone when they either just died, like I had yesterday, or when they're like managing their inventory or something. So maybe if he found the storage downstairs, he might have instead gotten me through there, or trapped that. Like I said yesterday, I'm unsure if I want to continue the diamond game at this moment. Given that I currently, from everyone's still in, I'm not sure if I have the most playtime, but I'm definitely close to having the most playtime. At about 50 hours right now. So I'm a little bit of a high value target right now. Doesn't look like anything's trapped here either. Nothing suspicious visible. I'm sure there's ways to make traps that are completely invisible, but still. So I was thinking, maybe I should just get out. But on the other hand, right now I'm on my own on the server. We can just take this opportunity to re-gear a little bit. I think it should be decently easy because I'm just gonna take a lot of the wood I chopped and bring that to Emmy's place. And do a bunch of village trading. So yeah, I think let's try that first and we'll see how I feel in a moment. I'll be honest, when I got on the server, I was expecting to immediately just get myself out and just take the 100 diamond, or oh, it's not diamonds, it's home coins, by the way. I think I've been saying diamonds this whole time. It's 100 home coins. Well, it took the entire morning, but we are better off than last time. I now have full diamond gear, diamond pickaxe silk touch with mending, and favor fortune 3, efficiency 5 this one, and also mending. But I think if I keep in the game right now, there is a decent chance that this whole episode is just gonna be related to that. And I don't want that really. I really want this episode to be about giving our little sniffer a home. I genuinely think that 3 more days of trying to survive this is literally just going to be taking up the entire episode. So we'll take favors the bold. Place this here. Check our time. We are at 2.18 days played. So that should be a little over 50 hours. There we go. Alright, that's gonna make playing on the server so much less stressful. I can sleep in this bed again. I've tried to keep my spawn away from my starter base because I know if I happen to die and I spawn over here and someone would be waiting for me. This is what Happy showed to me last session, or yesterday I should say. And it was complete luck that my spawn wasn't set, so I was spawned back at spawn. But if it had been here, I would have spawned here without any items. Happy could have just been waiting over here literally and just yeeted something in my inventory, and I would have no chance to defend anything. So, yeah, this seems like the better option. This is the way I get, I think, a little over 100 home coins. And no longer any need to keep this up. Which honestly might be the better part of this. It's been really annoying to inventory manage the whole time. Like I was saying, I want to make a little home for this guy over here. Maybe also for that guy over there. maybe also for that guy over there. But definitely also for this guy over here. This creaking heart we took, and for now we're keeping it dormant because it's obviously a little bit of a dangerous creature. But I do have an idea with it. Also, I realize right now that I'm being really annoying with like the stacks of diamond ore I have that I'm not fortuning right now. Yeah. Well, cut to me doing them now. Just kidding, who cares about diamonds when you can have the smallest pale woods in existence? It's literally just 3 trees, one of which is not connected to the other one. And I think if we place the heart in here and kind of like make the area around a little bit nicer, then this will be a nice safe spot for a creaking to be. And we'll just make sure it's like, we don't want it to keep it too natural because people need to know that this is like a creaking habitat, not just a random creaking they're finding, because otherwise they might just take it out thinking, oh, I'll keep Slumperd's area safe. That's nice for me to do. And then they kill my pet. That would be sad. So instead, we're going to we're gonna make sure that it's clear that this is a constructed area, not just a random creaking here. Random side tangent, but did you know if you have a bundle, you can scroll to select what item you want? This is honestly such a game changer for me. This was like my one annoyance with the bundle, and it turns out it was just me not knowing you can do this. So now hopefully you know too. Second side note, I am here at the show. Oh, well, actually, yeah, second side note first. I went to an ancient city and I got some cool stuff. So that's fun. Third side note. People have gone to the end and not defeated the Ender Dragon, but they did get wings, and now someone's selling them. And honestly, I'm not too bothered about the whole end stuff and exploring there. Maybe I'll do it at some point, but I'm honestly just fine with just doing 30 home coins for 2 elytra. Do that and do that. Perfect. Anyway, side tangents over. I now have an elytra. Okay, I did have a plan as to what I was going to be recording right now, but a magical box has appeared. I did look into this magical box, and something interesting is inside. Mushrooms. Red and brown mushrooms. And paper. Did you do it? Yes. No. I don't know what this is referring to, so I'm guessing no. But on the other hand, hello! It has been a little bit since I last worked on any videos. Well, on any Home SMP videos, I should say, because I just released a separate video. But that kind of came to the point where I had no idea what I was doing anymore. Instead I did this. This is Happy's and Raven's base, and I figured we could use some mushroom shells on their wall. I hope I can now continue working on my video again and knowing what I'm doing. So yeah, I've had some time to think about the episode now. Hopefully it's gonna get a little bit more smooth into getting back into it, but I'll see you when I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So if that's what it's referring to, the answer is probably yes. But we'll figure it out. This could be referring to a couple of things. So you might think, well, it's mushrooms over there, so clearly it is. But I'd argue that there are a bunch of shenanigans going on the server right now because of the challenge thing going on. And I haven't participated in any of that. So if this box is referring to those challenges, then no, not me. I'm just gonna take both. Is this how I answer? Wait, does the sugar box have a name? No, it just called. For a moment I thought it might have had a name, and that's how I figure out what this question is. I'm just gonna take both, and we'll see what happens. I did want to have a little chat real quick, because Forest around us are doing really well. I'm quite happy actually. It's growing nice and big, and all these trees look healthy. I'm very happy with this. But a moment ago, I told you about wanting to build a little area for our sniffer, and I still want to do this. I even made like an area for him right here. The problem is, I obviously don't want to keep him on a lead. That feels a little bit mean. But on the other end, I know he'll get lost and wander away if I leave him off. And I don't want to really fence him in. That might... I don't know, that just doesn't feel the correct vibe. If that makes any sense. So, what I was thinking, there are some rituals, let's say. Some magics that we could perform to keep this sniffer in in the same area without having to restrict its movement directly. So I'm gonna gather some materials and we'll build a little area for it. I'll see you in a moment. Honestly, as I'm dressed right now, I don't think this is the right clothes to do a nature ritual in. As I understand it, all these materials that this coat is made out of, these boots, they're great for like adventuring and sailing and all that type of stuff, but druidic magics, not so much. So I'm gonna get dressed real quick, and then I'll see you while we do the ritual. No, I've also shaven and I feel a little weird. Like, do my eyes look big or is it just me? I'm not really sure. But anyway, I feel this dress is a lot more appropriate for druidics. I think I'll also keep the armor off. That also doesn't feel very druidy, so we'll just store them. I really need to fix this area down here. It's getting pretty bad in the storage department, but for now, for the 5th time, we'll put all this away. And yeah, we'll start our ritual. The problem with druidic magic is no one writes anything down. It's all listen to the trees, feel the winds, smell the earth. Before you ask, no, I will not write anything down either. It's not because I'm lazy, I just respect the druidic ways. Okay, to bind the creature to an area, we need 2 circles, or well, perimeters. The shape isn't really important. The first, let's call them rings. The first ring, something that reminds it of its home. Sniffer, I mean, they're from ancient times, I'm pretty sure. So, we'll come back to that later. The second part is a bit easier. Something that connects me or my will to the creature. We had our whole journey last episode, so I'm thinking if we take water from the spot where we found it, and maybe some of the blocks here as well, then I think that should work. So the sniffer's home. Ancient times? I associate dripstone kind of with ancient times, and also moss. Yeah, I think moss should work. Lastly, the rings need to be decorated with items from both. So warm ocean, maybe coral, and from its home, well, the pitcher plants and torch flowers should work. And naturally, we need a lot of candles. That's just a given. Okay, I think it might need a little more decoration on the inside, and maybe at some point we want to expand it a little bit, just because it's not too small, but it isn't big either. Either way, I think this will keep our buddy safely within the circle and not have him go out exploring into the dark forest over there. Oh, I forgot to give our sniffer and our dog a name, which I would do based on the comments. So I guess I'll squeeze it into the start real quick. I suppose I should get redressed then, so that it makes sense, right? It's going to be a little bit odd if I'm suddenly in my druidic skin and then later show the druidic skin off. That'd be odd. Actually, you've already seen all that because that's the start of this video and this is the end of it. So all I say is thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye!